Imagine you're stepping back in time when television was young, jingles were king, and every commercial was a miniature performance. From tough trucks to talking penguins, this collection takes us on a ride through the golden age of advertising. In the rugged north, where roads bite back and mountains test every wheel, Chevrolet trucks proved their mettle. Marching to a military beat, these champs of the Alcan Run weren't just vehicles. They were the steel backbone of America's task force fleet.
For the land of the midnight sun, it crosses the crest of the great Northwest, and it's known as the Alcan Run. And from Dawson's Creek with a task force fleet of the 57 line, we'd blaze the way for Chevrolet to conquer the Alcan grind. Our engines were sealed, our tanks were sealed, for once we were underway, every mile of that ride would be certified by the seal of the AAA. Cameo Carrier 57, one-ton panel 57, dump body tandem axle, van panel body low cab forward, 5-speed transmission tractor trailer Powermatic, the trucks of the task force fleet.
A great new champ in every weight, the mighty six, a great new eight. No other truck so up to date as Chevrolet, the champion of them all.
Fighting dust, fighting time on that long northern climb. Alone against all nature's might, these trucks made by Chevy, light, medium, heavy, roared into the wilderness night. The lightning flashed, the hailstorm crashed, the rain turned the road to paste. We drove our band through that washed-out land up into the Yukon waste.
The night is gone and here's the dawn, the motor's humming clear and strong. The great new champs are pushing on for Chevrolet, the champion of them all.
So we made our push through the Arctic bush on that ribbon of mountainous road, and we held our stride on that rugged ride in spite of the heavy load. Our matic transmission locked in position, no shifting from drive to low, proving by test that Chevy is best wherever a truck can go.
We've got the power beneath the hood to set the pace no other could. We're out to tame the great Northwood for Chevrolet, the champion of them all.
There were rivers to span with our caravan, and the valleys were wide and deep. Though the way was hard, with hydraulic retard, we held where the grades were steep. Statistics say at the AAA it's a 72-hour drive, but we roared down into Fairbanks town in less than 45.
Champs of the Alcan Run.
If you haul loads over all kinds of roads, Chevy trucks are number one. They're engineered best and proven by test, the champs of the Alcan Run.
Task Force 57 Chevrolet trucks are here. Task Force 57 Chevrolet, champs of the Alcan Run.
Then came something different. The Renault Dauphine. Sleek, European, and nimble. With a wink of humor and a handful of balloons, this little car promised city drivers an easier way to slip into tight spaces. Parallel parking never looked so stylish.
How it corners. Special axle design does that. And see how it accelerates and climbs. Driving economy gets up to 40 miles a gallon. Parking? The big car couldn't get in the space. But watch this. With the Renault Dauphine, everybody's an expert. Lots of room for you to park inside. Handy as roller skates and twice the fun. Even has a city horn and a country horn. That's the Renault Dauphine. at any of 600 coast-to-coast sales, service, and parts headquarters. Won't you try it?
When America's favorite crooners, Pat Boone and Dinah Shore, introduced the new Chevy Impala, they didn't need to say much. Quick flashes of chrome and tail fins did all the talking. A car so striking, it practically sold itself.
Put on your specs, pull up your chair, and see if you can see what's coming through the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 59 Chevy.
See it?
Isn't it beautiful?
Some car, huh, folks? That was the 59 Chevy just then.
All new, all over again.
In case you missed it going by.
We're gonna give you all another try. See it? Now bet you've seen the new Chevrolet.
In a somewhat subliminal way.
We hope that you'll place your order right now
For the 59 Chevy.
Here's how. Just go see your Chevrolet dealer right now.
The 59 Chevy's due out Thursday, October 16th. But you can get the details and place your order in advance.
So come right in
And right away to your Chevrolet dealer. For Chevrolet.
See it?
And sometimes words weren't needed at all. Just faces. Smiles, winks, surprise, and laughter. Each reaction telling the story of Chevrolet's charm. It wasn't just a car, it was a member of the family.
Yes, fun to see, fun to drive, fun to buy. The new Chevrolet.
But not all commercials were playful. Some carried the weight of national security. In icy skies and foggy nights, Delco Batteries kept Air Force ground crews running strong. Proof that American engineering powered not just cars, but
Eyes
defense.
of the Air Force, guiding planes to safety in bad weather situations. Every precaution is taken, including an emergency standby generator. Oh, ice fog's really socking in now.
51054, I have you in radar contact. Ceiling is 0. Visibility 1/16 of a mile with ice fog, over.
Roger, understand the weather. The ice fog up here is pretty bad. Let's make it good the first time, over.
Perform your final cockpit check. Your gear down and locked, over.
Roger, cockpit check completed. Gear down and log 5-4.
Roger, 51054, your final controller.
This is what the boys in the Arctic call a hairy situation. Our C-124 is flying totally blind through a treacherous ice-fogged mountain range, completely dependent upon GCA for its safe landing.
Roger, your heading is 235. You're correcting over to the on-course nicely. Your heading is 235. Now right, 3 degrees, heading 238.
Stand by. Power failure. All contact with plane lost. The switch is turned on. The standby emergency generator, dependent on battery power, springs into instant action. The life-saving signal is resumed.
5 miles east of the field. Continue heading 240 at 2,000, over.
Roger, nice approach going tower frequency.
Your heading is 238. You're now over touchdown point. Take over, complete your landing. Roger.
We're home. Another Air Force mission accomplished. No sweat, thanks to GCA. Once the C-124 is safely down, the ground crew rolls out to greet her. Tractors, tow trucks, forklifts, and tankers, all dependent on battery power, gather around the giant bird to unload and service her. Fresh power, dependable power is needed here. Absolutely fresh power, like the Delco dry charge battery. None of its vital power can waste away because this battery comes bone dry. Only when fluid is added does a Delco dry charge battery come to life. Ready for fast starts, dependable performance anywhere, under all conditions. When it's time to replace, make sure you get all the power you paid for. Power that can't get old before it's sold. Delco dry charge battery, made by the Delco Remy division of General Motors. Delco, available through the United Motors system and its independent dealers and distributors.
Of course, animation brought its own magic. Speedway jingles, Esso promises of smooth starts, and even the Bank of America teaching us how to tame the money jitters. Who said finance couldn't be fun?
The fuel pump's connected to the carburetor, and you get more power from power fuel. Carburetor connected to the intake valves. Valves are connected to the cylinder head. Cylinder head connected to the cylinder, and you get more mileage from power fuel. The cylinder's connected to the piston. The piston's connected to the spark plugs. The spark plug's connected with the gasoline, and you run much smoother on power fuel. Speedway 79, power fuel, higher octane, power fuel. Everybody's raving about power fuel, Speedway 79. So get yourself connected with Speedway, Speedway 79.
Fill her up with Esso Extra gasoline. The gasoline that stops cool weather stalling. Fill up with Esso Extra and go!
Do you have money jitters? Ask the obliging Bank of America for a jar of soothing instant money, M-O-N-E-Y, in the form of a convenient personal loan. Available now at Bank of America.
And then, cigarettes in cigars, the giants of their day. They danced, they skated, they square danced to catchy tunes. From the cool freshness of Kool to the rugged masculinity of Marlboro, These ads didn't just sell tobacco, they sold lifestyles.
Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky Strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a Lucky Strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a Lucky Strike.
Switch from Hots to Snow Fresh Filter
Kool. Kool, Snow Fresh Kool, tastes so clean, so refreshing, smoke Kool.
as cool and as clean as a breath of fresh air. That's Snow Fresh Filter Kool. Your mouth feels clean, your throat refreshed. The finest leaf tobacco, mild, refreshing menthol, and the world's most thoroughly tested filter. That's Snow Fresh Filter Kool. Why don't you switch from Hots to the Snow Fresh coolness of Kool? As cool and as clean as a breath of fresh air. America's most refreshing cigarette. Snow Fresh Filter Kool.
This is a man who smokes Marlboro cigarettes. What kind of a man is he?
I'm a guy who likes to work on my car. I like to take it apart and put it back together. I get to working on it and forget where I am, what time it is. I even forget to eat.
You don't forget to smoke, though.
I always smoke when I work. They go together.
Why Marlboro?
Well, it's a combination of things. When I draw on a cigarette, I want to taste something. With Marlboro, I do. Yet it's got a filter that works. Then there's this flip-top box. I like things that are well designed. This box is interesting and practical.
Would you recommend Marlboro to your friends?
I already have.
New Marlboro. Filter, flavor, flip-top box. Popular filter price.
I remember an uncle of mine whom I loved very much. He lived by the sea, and I often spent all day on the beach with him just walking along. He liked to smoke cigars, and each time he took one out, he asked me the same question. Do you like music? Yes, I'd say. Well then, here's a band for you. He'd put the Robert Burns band on my finger, and we'd go on walking in the sun. Years later, that memory made me start smoking Robert Burns. This is the Robert Burns Panatella, an especially wonderful cigar with a rich and comfortable taste because the tobaccos are nature filtered for mildness and better taste. No artificial quick curing for Robert Burns. Every leaf is slow cured in clean air. Why don't you smoke a Robert Burns cigar soon? They come in 5 different shapes, from 2 for a quarter to 25 cents.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston gives you real flavor, full, rich tobacco flavor. Winston's easy drawing too. The filter lets the flavor through. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
These commercials may seem quaint today, but they weren't just ads. They were little windows into the optimism, humor, and ingenuity of mid-century America, a time when television was new, jingles were unforgettable, and every broadcast felt like an event. These weren't just commercials, they were the soul of an era.